Okay, I got my jammies on. It's Sunday morning. And I decided instead of doing readings for like individuals, I see a lot of readings that they're doing for signs. I'm going to do Aries because I'm an Aries, but a lot of people on YouTube, they get very specific because they're very good with astrology and stuff like that. Well, honestly, I'm still learning about a lot of that. So instead, because, you know, I do my own type of meditation, I figure, why not just focus on Aries as a whole instead of parts of it until I get well enough educated about that. Then I will try that. But right now, we're going to focus on doing it this way. Just like they say on YouTube, a lot of other readers will tell you, even though they're focusing on a certain type of Aries, you may either be in that energy now of the reading, or it may not have came to intersect with you yet, or it may be past you. You may be past it, excuse me. So same thing here, but I'm just focusing on us Aries as a whole. So let me get down to it. I'm going to do, it's 5 cards. The first one I choose, excuse me, I'm going to choose the moon because that shows basically what lies beneath. And that's what this reading's about. I want to know, what do we need to know? What needs to come to light? What do we need to deal with? So I'm going to put all the other cards around that. And so total of 5 cards. And then I'll pull more that have nothing to do with this here, but more for us. Just, you know, oracle cards and stuff later. Okay. Getting down to business. Okay. Okay. The card that represents us. I need a card that represents Aries, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Almost dropped all of them. The Queen of Cups. Sweet, loving, intuitive. She likes to be at peace emotionally. She benefits well from it, that's for sure. And the universe. This picture has like the moon and the stars in it. Like I said, she's very in tune with the universe. She knows that the universe has something for her, that they have blessed her with a gift. Now remember, this is a Queen of Cups. So if you're really, really young, maybe you're an old soul. So you are already at this stage, maybe not by age, but mentality. But those stars, the stars with the moon, the stars suggest that there's definite hope and universal guidance or blessings for this young lady or young man. Remember, it doesn't have to be a man. They just, that can be the feminine energy, which we all hold feminine and masculine energy. So that's describing us, okay? Now, next card. Let me shuffle. So that's our card number 1, the Queen of Cups. So now we need card number 2, which is going to be what needs to be addressed. And with that, it could be like from our past, maybe even past childhood, but something that has carried, let's see here. Something that has carried over and that is definitely causing issues. So, 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords. This is what needs to be addressed from either past or childhood actually, it can be carried into our present, you know, but it can stem from the past or from childhood, as early as childhood. I'll explain these in a minute. That one, I can just tell you now that that's a lot of exhaustion to where it's causing some kind of illness. But the next card, we're going to do the third card. Now this is also going to be like fears and challenges. And they're like, this is present. This is fears and challenges. Wow. Two cards. I'm laughing because, for me, remember this is for Aries and I'm an Aries too. Woo! So many different directions. That are causing anxiety or sleepless nights or just very, very stressful times. This is, it's showing you right here. This is something, a decision that affects your innermost self because it's something you were attached to or that you cared for very much. And the passion of love or something was there, like that rose. And if you look, that house way back there, this person's making a decision. She's got her back turned from him. She's leaving. And really, that house looks pretty damn gigantic to me. So even if you don't live in a big fancy house, it was, you probably shared this home together, and she's choosing to leave all that behind. And that's probably why it's so stressful, because there was a lot involved. It isn't like they just met each other and now, oh no, he ain't right for me, or nah, she ain't right for me. Once again, even though it's a she leaving, it could be, you know. But let me also say, this does not have to be a husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend relationship. This, honestly, it could be family. That could be her brother she's leaving behind, and you know, or her father, or whatever. But there's definite feelings there. So, however it fits for you. All right. The outcome card. Oh. Oh my goodness. I didn't shuffle yet. Sorry. Outcome card, please, for Aries. Please show me an outcome card of this for Aries. Please show me an outcome. Whoa. Wow. Ten of Swords. Tens, as they say, are a completion of everything. And this is Ten of Cups. Cups is emotion. And this is a completion and happiness to the fullest with your emotional state. So some type of form of love. These cups are all filled. They're very much filled if you look. That's a wonderful feeling. So this definitely looks positive. So once you make that decision, which, like I said, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just some kind of telephone with these cards. I'm the operator. I guess this is the switchboard from your higher belief. And I'm just relaying what it's showing. So yeah, you definitely are having some sleepless nights. me as well. Anxiety over a situation that's very heartfelt that you need to make a decision with. And it definitely shows leaving. So I don't know if you've left or if you're about to make the decision to leave, but it shows that that's going to be for the better. You know, but something that has affected you from childhood. And it's crazy because if you look at this picture, it kind of looks like a mom and a child. The mom was nursing the child, and these swords are mental thoughts. Maybe just the ability, the mental clarity was always foggy when you were younger as far as making decisions. And maybe that's what you carried over as an adult, and it's still kind of hard, you know. But this card definitely means that your mind exhausts you. It'll drive you crazy. It'll make you sick. And I think that, same with this card. That's why it's saying, you know, old things you need to deal with from childhood is learn how to just make the decisions. Don't worry so much constantly to where you drive yourself crazy or wear yourself out, because then you become mentally exhausted and then you snap at everybody. I'm really talking about myself. You snap at everybody, you know, all because you're living in your head so much, but you're not making a decision. So make a decision, and remember, this is you. You have great intuitive abilities, and you're tapped into them. So if you go with them on making the decisions, you're going to be good. So, but this is stuff that lies beneath that you need to deal with. Now, I put those up. I am going to say, I'm going to do Romance Angels. I'm going to pull some cards from them, because regardless of what that situation is, this might go for someone else as well. Hold on. Wasn't ready. Okay, what message do you have for us, Aries? What messages do you have for us, Aries? Messages for us, Aries. Oh, my stomach's growling. Sorry if you hear that. I get rid of the squeaky chair, now you gotta listen to my stomach. What messages do you have for us, Aries? What messages do you have for us, Aries? Oh, what messages do you have for us, Aries? What messages do you have for us, Aries? All right. Can you see that? Oh, my fingers may be in the way. You deserve love. You are lovable. Wow. Okay, so I don't know if any of you suffer with self-esteem issues or depression. And if those cards fit you that I just did a few minutes ago, your mental state, that might be why you can't make decisions, because you hold everything dearly in your mind. But this other one here that I just pulled, I don't know if certain people make you feel like you're not good enough, or if you just stay in your head because of past things. Well, then again, you got healing family issues as well. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Remember, parents could be grandparents, could be parent-in-laws, could be your parents, could be your adoptive parents, could be your biological parents. Don't just think of only the parents that you know. As far as like, you know, there's so many different types of parents we have that sometimes we don't realize when looking at this card. I was about to say if a person, your mate, makes you feel like you're, or if a man from the past or a woman from the past made you, you know, made you feel insecure or whatever, but no, this could even be, this is just a scenario. Let's say a person didn't have their father in their life and it affected them deeply. They can grow up to think that they're not lovable because their parent never wanted to be around, so they could take it personal. And this could affect their romantic life. Or it could be a relationship itself has made that person feel this way, but just know, sometimes it's just like the bully scenario. People bully other people because they're not happy with their own lives. Same thing here. It carries over to us adults as well, not just children. You know, if somebody was making you, belittling you and making you feel unworthy, because it's probably within themselves, they're not happy at all. And they're spouting like hateful things. So now I want to see what the angels and archangels, what messages they have for us. I am going to do messages from angels, and that's what some of them look like. Let's see here. What messages do you have for us, Aries? Move my cards over. What messages do you have for us, Aries? 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 What messages for us, Aries, please? What messages for us, Aries, please? What messages for us, Aries, please? Whoa. 3. Okay. We have Archangel Raphael. I will read it to you in a sec. Teresa or Teresa, however you want to say it, however it fits for you. And then Opal. All right, let me move these out, okay? Archangel Raphael. So it says, I'm helping you to heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. So that's what that card says. That you and I are healers just like our Archangel Raphael. Now, I am helping you heal physical challenges. Not just physical ailments. Physical challenges. So, one thing I want to say about this card, though, they specifically say physical, but for me, physical things sorry, somebody's working on their house or doing something if you hear that noise, but physical things definitely can lead to emotional issues, like stress, you know, like in the reading I just did for us, the worry, the stress, the anxiety, thinking about something all night long. So don't forget about that. It's not just physical ailments or physical challenges. Those, he says that he is helping us so that we can help heal others. And our, and all that. So just remember, physical does lead to emotional and mental. It's all intertwined. Teresa, or like I said, Teresa, however you want to say it. But I would say Teresa because there is no H by it, and I like saying Teresa. Makes me feel like I know Spanish when I really don't know a lot of it. But time out. You've been so busy taking care of others. Well, everyone else's needs, excuse me. But now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. So us is what we need to do. That's a very sweet card. See how she's giving herself self-love. Now, Opal. This one's deep. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. And I know a lot of you, that's really going to touch you deep. It's touching me real deep. It's hitting home real deep, put it that way. So whether this has been on your mind or not, whether you think about your babies all the time or not, which most people do, but some people just not all the time. We worry. It's going to be okay because their angels have them. I feel like, and this is just me, for our children that are here on earth, and I have a tendency to protect a little bit too much, almost to where they can't learn anything on their own, whether it be positive or negative, because I'm too protecting. It's saying, relax, relax. We got this, and what's going to happen is meant to be. So, anyway, that's that. Wipe your tears if this card made you sad, because it's okay. It's going to be okay. Now, I got this other deck. This is the Zodiac deck that I just got. They're very thin, so when you go to shuffle them, you have to be very careful. Out of all the decks I have, they're really thin. That if I could say anything about these cards, that's one thing. I hope that in the future they'll improve, because I like them. Other than that, they're really, really neat. It's just you have to be careful how you shuffle them. And I got small hands, so I got to kind of like grip them to get them to do anything. To get them to stay in my hands. Okay. See? Already falling out of my hands. What messages do you have for us? Well, wasn't finished, and that was way too many, way more than 5, and 5 is my rule. 5-card girl rule. What messages do you have for us, Aries? What messages do you have for us, Aries? What messages do you have for us, Aries? What message do you have? I'm only pulling one card. I don't know why I said messages, unless more than that fly out. Less than 5. What message do you have for us, Aries? Ah! Only one was face up. That was Moon in Gemini. Can you see that? Moon in Gemini. Okay, rewind your mind back to when I first did the 5-card reading. Should I stay or should I go? So this is really saying, I said, what message do you have for us? It's letting us know that it knows we're indecisive or we're confused about something. Just make the decision. Make a decision. So, Moon in Gemini shows indecisiveness. This card shows indecisiveness. Probably because your mind's thinking two different ways. You got this one and this one and this, and you're like back and forth mentally. So whatever that decision is, make a choice. I mean, whatever that problem is or that situation is what I meant. Make a choice, make a decision so that that happiness can come to you. Because nothing's going to come to you as long as you're at a standstill. Like, you're just going to stay miserable. You're going to have the what if regardless, because you ain't doing nothing about it. So, that is all I'm going to do for us, guys. And I'm going to do this every once in a while, see how it goes. Hopefully you will like it. And remember, if you do, please hit the like button. Feel free to share the videos with some friends if you think it's something they may be interested in. And subscribe. You guys have a good rest of your day. And I'm going to go find some food.